Oh hey, my name is TENDO, and the name of the game on this channel is thrifting and a lot of reselling. And this last couple weeks I've put all of my focus into my antique vendor malls. And today's gonna be no different. I have piles of stuff laying around here in my workspace that needs to be priced, and we're gonna do a bunch of that today. And one of you guys sent me something pretty special in the mail, so stick around for all that, guys.
I get asked every day, Tendo, what's your favorite game? And I say, We Fit, bruh.
I've got a bit of a busy day today, and I don't really have enough time to price everything that I would love to price today. And I'm really on day 4 or 5 of just having this pile of stuff and only being able to tear through the tiniest bit of it. I got these stickers priced and ready for the antique mall today, which is good because these are always gonna make some money. I'm happier the more that gets filled up because in the long run, those are going to be one of the better money makers. Now, the other thing I got to do today is price comic books, and I don't know that I have enough time to do all of it because these are just high enough quality comic books to which I need to look them up individually. There's definitely some $20 comic books in here. So I'm going to try to barrel through just as many as I can, and this is really going to come down to whether or not I'm going to get enough service back here. If not, I might just once again try to go home and do them. I don't know, but yeah, see, they're taking a while, but I've got a lot that I have multiples of, and so I'm going to just price them all, and then I'm going to start splitting them up per antique mall. So if I got 6 of these, 3 here, 3 at the other one. I'm way more of a card and toy guy than I am a comic book guy, so I don't necessarily have the knowledge, the institutional knowledge of what apps to use and stuff. Here are a bunch of graded ones. Last one sold for 10. Okay, so here's the other thing I gotta do. I'm pretty much gonna create a label for comic books and just change the price one at a time and just print one. Look it up, print it. Look it up, print it. That's how I'm gonna get through this today. So $10 comic, and I think my standard price for cheapies is going to be $1 or $2, so I'll probably just stack $1, stack aside, and $10 comic sticker. There's a lot of good ones in here though. This is definitely stuff I know people are going to be looking for. Anyways, I got myself a little sidetrack there. If you know a good comic book app, a good way to look these up outside of eBay that acts more like a card scanner, just bloop, 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 I'd love to know it. This is a lot of work. Had one sell for 10 and a graded one sell for 70. I'm gonna go with 10. And the cool thing about that is that I can just press the reprint button. It's gonna print that $10 one again. I love this thing. And I think this is one I got a lot of copies of. I'm gonna go 5 on this one. Man, I love these Spider-Man issues. Trying to see if there's somewhere I can stand where I get slightly faster service. I'm comfortable with 5 on this one also. So if you recall, I made a video really early on in this run of daily videos going to yard sales, and I bought this whole comic book collection for $35. And I've sold at least 10 to 15 issues for $25 on eBay. 25-ish. Okay, graded. Super Soldier, Superman and Captain America crossover. That's wild. You know, typically when you buy a long box of comic books somewhere, you know, it's the dwindled down. It's just almost always the dwindled down stuff where we're gonna do $2 on that one. So put it in the $2 pile. Almost every time, it's gonna be the dwindled down stuff left over from comic book stores, and you're gonna, if you're lucky, you can sell each one for $2 in a setting like this. So I just don't end up with a lot of comic books, but this is the one time in my life I found that stack where it's like, oh, everything in there's, you know, everything in there almost is okay. I gotta be attentive here because that last issue and this one both I've got like 10 of, so I don't need to look them up every time. And there really is a lot of good opportunity for grading in here because there's a lot of this is first issues. That's sort of what this collection was. Whoever had them really thought they were gonna rule the world one day with first issues. I really don't want to go $2 on this one. Issue 0. There can be only one. All of the recent sales of this are graded. There's no not graded recent sales, which is kind of crazy. So that makes it hard. I'm just gonna go 5. I'm pretty much getting to the point where, like, if there's not good data, the fact that these are such early first issues, or the first issues, just make them 5. Somebody's gonna want them. Galactus on the cover, always a good sign. I'm about to shut up and just do this and not talk to y'all anymore and show you when I'm done, but I figured I'd get a few in here. I don't know if I'm gonna have to leave first or if my phone's gonna die first, but one of the two is coming. Easy 5 on that one. This comic book haul is just the gift that keeps giving. And I'm pretty happy with my choice to buy the resealable bags. It worked quite well. I'm out of labels. Freaking A, dude. Exact same model as my little brother's truck, except I think my brother's is an extended bed. But otherwise the same. Very nice, very nice. A few years before passenger airbags were even a thing in cars. Don't ask me why I know that. Who does that does? A meatloaf tape. $2 probably too much for that. This Hey Taxi's crazy. Holy crap. So, generic role playing for internet players from QuickLink Interactive Inc. That's a CD player, $10 though, that's too much. I better look these up. And it looks like there's a bunch of horror films here. No image scan. No barcode scan. This looks like it's going for $20, but how do we tell if it's all there? Yeah, it's selling for 8 or 9. I wonder if there's a bunch more horror in here. Ip Man, Freddy vs. Jason, Python, that's crazy. Happy Meal Todd, that's a crazy thing to exist. Looks like he has sold for around 20 bucks, 25 bucks. I think we might get it. I think we might get that. You gotta wonder if there's any value here just for that sealed pack inside. We'll look, but I don't think so. Also, just an open Lego. Oh, it's Mario Lego. That looks very Minecrafty. It's a honey block. No, it's a pumpkin mask. It's a pumpkin. It's a Minecraft jack-o'-lantern mask. That's crazy. It's a funny day. Come to Goodwill and only buy a Barbie and a... I'm in Huntingburg, Indiana, both for a lunch date and to get my friend's dog groomed. And there's a thrift store here, so let's go to it. I tend to buy very little here, but I always stop in Urban Cowboy. Pretty sure Blu-ray are $1. So at least there's one. Okay. Make sure it's not a Blu-ray, it's a DVD. Hardbacks are $1. Looks pretty much worth getting. What is that, a tree pan? Tell me that lamp doesn't look like Power Rangers. That's crazy. Real quick look to see if there's any new VCRs. Does not look like it. Dang, nothing new at all. That's crazy. Pretty great little thrift store. I just doesn't restock quite enough for me to end up getting a lot. Lunch with friend and then dog grooming. I do have a dog in the car. Come on, come on, Mickey. You okay? Come on, don't be scared. Got you. Good job, good job. My 2 homies with me. Yeah, thank you. Package time. Very much. Thank you. A box that big is real difficult when you got the boy with you. This is from Bob. We're opening it right now. Right now. I'm so excited when Bob sends a package. We were back at Trader Baker's in Jasper. I priced all those comic books at home while Jasper took a nap. I've been choking on lemonades. My throat's all scratchy. But also, I've got one more other thing to price, and then, oh, dang, I forgot about the stuff we thrifted. A book, a Blu-ray, a game, and a doll. You okay? You okay, big buddy? He knows where we are. He loves this place. A little bit to do today turned into a lot of bit to do. I need to put the comics in the box, open Bob's package, price the miscellaneous. Such good comics though. I expect to sell a lot of these. If you're watching and you're into grading comic books. I do believe this is media mail, so this is probably some good stuff. First thing I see, with minifig, dude. VHS and DVD and a little bit of Blu-ray. No, I thought that was Blu-ray. It is Blu-ray. Blu-ray and DVD. Let's go, dude. Let's go. And books. It's all media mail. Some of you be cheating with that media mail, not Bob. I don't know. We haven't got to the bottom yet. You never know. Okay, so that's for the other booth. I always hope there's a note, but Bob is a man of few words. Chris, I'm not sure if you're still watching. If you want this, tell me. I think I've asked you about dolls before and you said no. So I was just sort of assuming not. But if you want it, it's all yours. There's jewelry inside the McDonald's Happy Meal. And I brought Christmas ornaments to price and hang on this centerpiece as well. It's not many, but it's some. I imagine this is not valuable. What do you think? I'm thinking like $6. We're gonna call it 5. Doll. I guess we'll put it in the doll crate for now. Probably put it on the shelf. Game. 12 ornaments. We're gonna go $6 a piece. And I need to get some pegboard hooks for them, and we'll do that real quick. That's all the stuff. Now we gotta do the media. Oh, let's go, dude. Star Wars Ninja Turtles. Blu-ray with minifig. I gotta sort of sort this out. Those are awesome. Oh my god. All this Transformers, Voltron, Witchblade. Star Trek and Star Wars books. Blu-ray. Let's go. I'm not going to read every one of these off, but if you want to pause the screen, there's a fat stack of good Blu-ray and a second fat stack. That's crazy. I love that one. More Blu-ray, a lot of DVD, some good Star Wars books. My buddy's been listening to some of these on Audible. He's been trying to get me to listen to them too. I'm not gonna go back in there to film it. You can look back and see, but that easel, that big art easel I had sold. And honestly, my original intent with this booth here was to do larger items, household items, just bigger stuff. And then my mom and Henderson do the media and stuff. But it became clear really quickly that this mall was doing better with media, so I sort of canceled that. So I need the bigger items here gone. But you know, it was taking a little while, but finally someone bought the biggest one, the guitar amp. And now we're down, that easel being gone is another good one. That's a lot of wall space to put up shelves for more media. So now there's a ladder and one more smaller guitar amp, but the small guitar amp's not that big a deal. And honestly, it's the last guitar amp I own, so I'd be better off not selling it and still having one. I sold a lot of my personal music equipment back when I sort of had to start all over. Used it for car and for booth rent. I think my good guitar amp, I sold it just to pay my first month's home rent and booth rent, I think is what I did. I can't remember exactly, but it's okay. I need to not own so much stuff. Even now, probably the worst thing going on in my life right now is just how buried in stuff I am, and it's ultimately going to be okay because almost all of it can end up in an antique mall eventually, and I'm getting there. I'm getting there slowly. But I'm just happy with how quickly that's filling out. And thanks again, Bob.
Those are as good as any Blu-ray. I got the best Blu-ray now in my booth are from you.
And thanks for watching. Do me a huge favor before we get out of here. Hit the subscribe button, turn the notification on, because there's a lot more of this content coming your way. We post daily videos here, and I'd love to see you back here tomorrow. So until then, guys, peace out.